Like move.
So now, okay.
Okay, very okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. Today's podcast is about our experiences in this country, and we have two beautiful Singaporean ladies, and we have two
Beautiful.
one handsome guy, and one is normal Pakistani guy, and here is the friend from Malaysia.
Yeah.
How about that? All right. So we were thinking about some of the topics for our podcast, and then we said, okay, why not we just share some of our experiences we had over the years in Singapore, and so for me, before I even start, I'll tell you guys. A lot of viewers do ask me that where I'm from actually. So I am originally from, as I said, I'm from Pakistan. Yes. And after that I moved to England. Okay, so when I moved to England, I studied there, I did my jobs and all that there, spent like 10 years. All right, so means my growing up was mostly happened in that 10 years time in England. And then of course it was in Europe, the lifestyle and everything is way different than here, right? So, and then I have never visited any of the Asian countries apart from my own country where I born, all right, or UAE, or Saudi and all that. But when I came to Singapore, right, things changed.
It's very different, right?
Yeah, so I have some interesting stories to share with you guys that what happened and how it happened and why it happened. But before we start, I think we should start from one of you.
Introduction?
Introduction, yeah. Jasper's introduction first.
Okay.
Introduction of what?
Of yourself.
Yourself, my friend.
Oh, okay.
That's the introduction.
Men's shy, men's shy.
Okay, next one.
Next.
Moving on.
Yeah. Okay, I'm Malaysian
Mm-hmm.
and I'm the PR here for around 4 years. 4 years PR.
Why you look at me then?
Confirmation.
Yeah. Yeah,
You have to
confirmation.
keep track for
Okay,
him.
okay, 4 years, huh? 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my first job is in Singapore.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
As what?
As a designer,
Oh.
Ooh.
come photographer, come videographer,
Oh, a lot of come.
Oh, love.
come saikang. A lot
Wow.
of saikang.
Wait, you mean like your first job ever in your life?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
There's a lot of
That's a lot of-
responsibilities.
Lot of jobs as a first job. Like
First,
come this,
first
come
jobs.
this. First job.
His
Yeah.
job is coming. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started I can say like my second half of my life here.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So he's 8 years old, only cost 4 years. Half of his life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 7 years old here.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you are such a baby. Such a
Gugu
baby.
gaga.
Wait, call him daddy.
Wait. What that word? Do you want? Don't tell me. Do you want?
To build a snowman.
No. Because he's a gugu gaga, he drinks something. That thing is in Chinese. I know.
Oh.
N.
Do you want nene?
Ne.
No.
Wait.
Nunai.
Nunai, yeah.
Have you been eating right this first one, Nene?
Do you want nene? It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Oh no.
I love Nene.
Cut.
All right. No, nobody's cutting this.
Oh.
No. You want some Nunai?
Yeah. I
And where are
love
our
to-
drinks today?
Oh.
Waiter,
I'll drink.
drinks.
Red Bull.
Our drinks, please. Thank you. Waiter, I asked him, waiter. He looking. He's
He's
like,
like, hey, we got waiter.
Sorry, I want on the rocks, thanks.
she wants the. All right. Meanwhile, our waiter will bring. So we end at Nunai, or is there anything else you want to share with us?
Yeah, I think it's better to end the new night.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Okay, so we will pass to our
Han.
this beautiful lady, Miss Han.
Okay, so hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I've been a Singaporean my entire life. Born and raised here. a full Chinese, but for some reason I get mistaken for other races, which bamboozles me to my core because I definitely look Chinese. But I've gotten Malay, Korean and Japanese, which like makes no sense. And then I think I got Indonesian once. And I also don't know why. But yeah. Are we sharing jobs? Because he shared his first job. Do I share my first job?
Please. Yeah, let the people know what you work as.
I think my very first job was a flyer distributor.
Oh.
It was when I was
What
like,
kind of flyers?
I was like 13 or 14, I can't remember.
Oh.
I was 13, yeah. And it was just a small job outside like one of those mall entrances. I think it was Bedok Mall.
Do you have to wear like a costume, like a
No. It was
SpongeBob?
just like
Polo tee, right? Black
wearing
polo tee.
yeah, full black,
Oh.
long pants, black t-shirt, plain t-shirt, and then you just stand there and like,
The
Yeah, and then, like,
the
that's it.
Singaporean experience.
Yeah.
Every Singaporean
Oh.
will go through this flyer
Actually.
phase.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, but
Shabini?
the flyer distributing job paid me pretty well, considering that I've worked a lot of other part-time jobs. Like I've worked at Koi, I've worked as a waiter in like a few restaurants. That flyer distributing job paid me $10 an hour. Koi pays you $8 an hour. So honestly, I'd rather work there. You don't have to use your brain. You just kind of give papers out.
But not now, right? Like that time when you.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but don't bash Koi at the moment, lah. Maybe they pay more than that.
No. Now it's still the same.
All right.
Yeah. But
okay.
yeah, I worked a lot of random, mostly F&B jobs. I've once worked a retail job. It was not fun. There was a lot of Karens. I did not have a very good experience.
Karen.
Yeah.
Who is Karen?
Oh, it's like very, what's that? How
The
how-
demand-
You don't know like a Karen?
very
No.
like egotistical. Yeah, they're like very demanding and like they think that they own the whole world.
Oh.
They're the kind of people who like I expect you to do everything my way, and if it doesn't go my way, I'm gonna like talk to your manager and blah blah blah.
All right. Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yes.
we will dig deep into those
Oh.
Karen.
Dig.
Yeah, dig. All right, sir.
Sir?
Madam.
Just because I'm half
Boy?
Thai, you're unsure of my gender. Okay.
Madam.
Madame.
Madam.
Mm,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Jennifer. I'm half Thai, half Chinese because my mom is like full Thai. Yeah. But I'm raised here in Singapore.
Born and raised here.
Born and raised here.
Okay.
But then I do go back to Thailand and stuff.
I hope you never said that. Like I was thinking half born in Thai, half born.
Halfway on the plane and my mom gave birth to me.
On the border, like on the line.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Then.
My jobs?
Yeah.
I
Everybody should.
work a lot of jobs.
Okay. Such as.
From sales, office, HR.
HR.
Yes, interesting. And the most interesting job I've gotten is, the school bookshop assistant.
Oh.
Yeah. So like during start of the year, like students have to buy the book. So like at their start of the year was my school holiday. So like I went to a primary school and then I sold the books there, and it was horrible because I earned $4 per hour.
I've
Worse
done
than
something
you.
very similar.
Horrible. Man.
I don't remember how
$4
much I
an
was
hour.
getting paid.
Yeah, $4 per hour.
But I did something similar.
Yeah.
But it was a secondary school, and I can't remember the pay, but I think it was quite ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Very okay. Very okay.
No, I hate this job.
All right. So that was the long ass introduction from us. I didn't expect that to be that long, but let's
We all
move
started
forward.
sharing jobs.
Yeah. I mean, it was good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Context for
we
future
work
stories.
together, we sometimes we don't know what our pasts are.
Yeah.
Maybe one of you are a murderer at the
Oh.
previous.
Oh yeah. I used to work as a serial killer.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like cereals though.
Okay, so let's move on to the main topic which you wanted to discuss. Okay, who gonna start with experiences? Is it me who's gonna
Yeah.
start with?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we will be
run
sharing.
robin.
We'll be sharing some different experiences and fun ones, especially. Okay, something I wanted to share with you, which when I moved to Singapore, right, there is a huge gap between me and those aunties, Singaporean aunties, especially on the shops. And then somehow both of us don't know how to communicate to each other. Whatever I say, they don't understand, or they say I don't understand. Okay, so I'll go into detail of what happened. But before that, there was this ice cream shop a very famous ice cream shop last time in Singapore, somewhere in Toa Payoh area. We used to go there and eat ice cream and all that. So there was this young girl. I was very new in Singapore. There was this young girl. She asked me. My wife asked me to go and buy ice cream for her, and I went there inside. Then this lady asked a young girl, not the auntie. This one is young one. She said that, "Do you want celeries?" I was like, I stopped for a while. I said, I bought ice cream, the celeries. I didn't get it, but I was like, no. Then she asked me again, "Are you sure you don't want any celeries?" I said, no. But then I I just was so confused and I was so scared. I just came out and I asked I passed the ice cream to my wife. Shop was there and we were sitting outside in the garden there. Then she said, where are the cutleries? I was like, oh, not the salaries, the cutlery she was asking for. Okay. Then I went back with that face inside. the girl was looking at me. Then I went in. I was like, yes, I want some cutlery. So that was one of the moment, in the very start, which happened. Then I realized that so there is a big communication barrier we are facing. Then in Singapore, when you in my world, I only know that we drink tea, you know.
British.
Yeah, I mean in Pakistan also there's a tea only, tea or water, right? Or in Pakistan coffee is not that, but tea everybody drinks tea there. England everybody to have a breakfast tea, right, and all that, and coffees and Starbucks and all that. But Singapore, as we all know now, we have Teh C, we have Teh Ice, Limo Ice, we have so many.
Milo dinosaur.
Yeah, so many. So first of all, the pressure is on you as a new guy here. I still struggle with all this stuff. Okay, I don't know how to order. I only know how to order Teh C. But then there are also a variation of Teh C, Sutai and Super Sutai. I don't know.
Super shoot.
I have a confession. I still Google every time before I order just
Oh,
to
is
make
it?
sure I'm correct. I was like, shit, I think it's Stacy, right? And I was like, okay, it's Stacy, correct.
Yeah,
Don't worry, yeah, okay.
So yeah, as a new guy here, there's always been a pressure, and then of course when your wife asks you to go and order, I was like, okay, what do you want? They want something. So I have to remember every single time to go. But that's not a problem. I overcome in a time period. But the problem with you go to this coffee shop to buy this coffee with this pressure on your head that you have to say the exact words what they want. Then you met those aunties there. Very sweet, very nice. I didn't know that this is how it works in a hawker center. They have to rush things. They have people are queuing behind you and all that. Then auntie, what you want?
What you want?
I want Teh. Then they ask you that sugar, no sugar, all these things. I guess always auntie just a normal Teh. Normal Teh with normal Teh. Yeah, now I always go and say normal Teh. But then when I have to order for my wife, and I think I still don't know what she drinks. What she drinks sometimes like a coffee with the ice and all that, less sugar and all that. Then you standing there in that queue, people behind you, and those aunties, what do you want? So it happens so many times, and I have to embarrass myself there. But sometimes I just randomly order and I get the thing and come out. So there's this time, then the time passed by, and I was getting used to all this. Then I went to this mall at the food court, and then I wanted to order chicken rice, the ayam paneer, right? That kind of. Now there's different types of that. You want grill, you want on the, I don't know what you want on the top, you don't want on the top and all that. That time I was with this guy. He don't know about this, but I was with him in that mall, and he went to order his one. I went to order my one. Then the auntie said that, what do you want? Same thing.
What you want?
What you want? I was like, what you want? I was like, wait, what you want? Then she said, I said I want ayam paneer and all that, the grilled one and all that. Okay. Then my wife asked me to order something also for her later on, but to tapao lah. Then I said, okay, I'll just order now. But then she asked, I said I want the second set, and then she keep asking me, what else you want? What else? I keep asking me the options. I said, I just not want that number 4. They just give me that number 4. That's what then after the number 4, there are some options more there. You want chili? You want chili? I was like, then because that day that auntie was really very rude. Okay, so I said, auntie, wait. In the queue, I said, auntie, wait. Why are you angry? Why are you angry? what happened? Just give me a time. I'm telling you, I don't want. I just want number 4. No, you take so long.
Auntie chill.
Chill, relax. And then suddenly something happened that auntie becomes the sweetest auntie I know so far in the hawker center. She suddenly turned, okay, I don't know what happened. So this is kind of one of the funny, or I don't know, embarrassing or funny experiences I always face in Singapore. And the last one is I was working before. There was a hawker center. I go every single day for 4 or 5 years to that shop to buy the teh. Every morning she knows what I want. She knows how I pay. She knows everything. But whenever I go, we want. Then it becomes like she wanted to, when you pay right here, there's some custom, some countries, right, you put the money on the plate. I always give in her hand and she goes so pissed. Put there, what, this is for the money. Shit. So yeah, this is one of, I hope most of you, I don't know if you guys have experienced that kind of experience or not, but that's one of my experience so far here in Singapore. I have a lot of other ones, but that one for later. Yeah, so what about you?
Yeah, the first thing I experienced is also like in Singapore. All of the Singaporeans like do things very rush.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they want to rush to the bus, rush to the MRT.
Is it?
Yes.
Even while walking, normally they also walk very fast.
No, but I can explain. Because right, in primary school and secondary school, right, when you queue up to go for recess and stuff, right, the teacher will be like, faster queue up. Then they were like, walk faster. Then you are trained to walk very fast since then.
You like waddle there.
Then you have to walk very fast. Then after that, you just train.
But 2 days ago, you guys were complaining that I'm the one walking very fast.
Because we are learning to slow down. That's why.
Oh.
We're
Because I walk
untraining
very
our
fast.
brain.
Okay. What else?
Yeah.
If you ask me, if the people I know that why they walk fast, like for example, in my people are usually very late. I go like a half an hour before any place I want to go, so don't need to rush. But I think here people do things they're used to of doing in a very last minute, and they do it. It's not that they don't do it, but
More slack.
Yeah, but I think they can be chill a bit lah. The bus, the bus
Not
hasn't
him
stopped.
attacking us.
okay.
Yeah.
You are the one answering those people in the comments. I'm not,
I mean the
chill
old,
lah.
the old auntie uncle, no need to be so rushed. They can wait for the bus to stop first, then they stand up and go down.
True.
That one is really nice.
Singaporeans are very kanchong. I feel like Singaporeans come off as very aggressive and kanchong.
Yeah.
It's not like you miss this stop then you cannot go home.
Yeah.
No, sometimes in MRT, right, like you want to get off on this stop, right, then you just wait for the door to open, then you go off, right. But
And then
some
people
auntie, I
rush
like to
you.
squeeze to the front, right. Then they'll push you those kind. Then after that, the door open, then you also go out with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my
that
God.
I mean, it
kind of
happens in the lifts, lah. Usually,
Yeah.
those aunties, like they. I have nothing wrong with that. I have nothing bad about aunties, but that's my experience. Is okay.
Why y'all dissing the aunties but not the uncles, man? Come on.
I love Singaporean
Sexist.
aunties. They are very sweet, but they do in the lift, especially.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
We love aunties and uncles.
Yeah. Don't
But the MRT pushing thing has happened to me before. I was texting a friend because I was meeting up a friend, and then I reached the stop and I was texting someone. I was like saying, "Oh, I'm here already. I'm walking up." But because someone pushed me from behind, he pushed my elbow. My whole phone just flew, and then the whole screen cracked, like half the thing.
Aiyo.
It just stopped working entirely.
Oh no.
And then that was not great because I had to meet someone and I didn't have a phone to contact anybody. I don't even know how I got out of that situation. But like, yeah.
Buy a new phone.
With what money? I was a kid.
So apart from your issue with people walking away, what other experiences? Actually, we're supposed to talk to the experiences, not the issues.
Yeah, this is my experience.
Yeah, true.
But I can add on to his
You
one.
never
Like Singaporeans very rush, right? There's this thing like that time on the bus, I was like how like on buses there are like the places to lean on, like when you stand. Then that one is for the wheelchairs to rest on, right? Or like to park there or that kind. Then I was just standing there. Then there's this wheelchair that came out on the bus, right? So like I was trying to move away, but someone was blocking my way. So we were trying to like squeeze and then make way for the wheelchair. Right? I was just trying to move, right? But the guy don't want to move, so I'm like waiting. Then suddenly the lady who pushed the wheelchair person up, right, asked me to move. Then I'm like, then I look at the person. Then the lady look at me. Then I look at the lady. Then after that, I cannot say anything because the guy don't want to move. The lady just came out and slapped my arm. Then I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, like the audacity, like I had the self-control that day.
Guys, remember she's using the word lady, okay?
Yeah.
Not the aunties.
I'm very polite. The lady came up and slapped my arm. Then I was just like confused. Then I was like, okay. Then I just like try to slip my way through. Apparently the guy doesn't want to move, so I have to squeeze my way forward.
You like move.
Yeah, like just
Hey bro, move lah.
I flying punch.
Slap the guy.
Yeah, I walked out.
Domino,
I was so tempted,
domino.
like you slapped me out.
The whole train ending up slapping everyone.
Going on.
Slap the bus uncle. Why you stop here? Please don't slap bus uncles.
Oh, you're very crazy like that.
Oh, speaking of bus uncles, I know there's one really, really nice one that works at Woodlands. I can't remember which bus he drives.
Specific uncle.
No, okay, we have to segue from all the bad experiences to the good experiences, okay?
Why people, sorry to cut you, why people say woodlands when it's woodlands?
Woodlands.
It's
The
just
D
Singaporean accent. I feel like the Singlish
Woodlands.
in Singapore we like to cut short words. Like I think it's like a efficiency thing and everyone's just used to it.
Okay.
And sometimes you say
Yeah,
like
even this one they also rushing.
The bus also rushing.
you got a point, but no.
Okay.
But like, I mean, it's like sometimes when you say words properly, Singaporeans cannot understand you for some reason. But it's the same way out on the like the flip side, like if you're talking to like a foreigner in like Singlish accent, no one can understand you.
Okay.
So it's like a weird code switch.
I have a very
from
good
time to time.
Singlish accent.
Really? Wait, I haven't heard it.
Walao.
Okay, never mind. I've heard that. But like, yeah, there's this one very, very nice bus uncle that every time you board, he will greet you with like the most
Yeah.
like upbeat smile ever. I think there was one that he like dressed up for work too. I don't remember.
That's cute.
I think there was an article about it. But like, he's very, very wholesome. And that's all I have to say. I just thought of it because he said bus uncle.
Oh, wait, you stay at the end of Singapore. How do you meet the uncle at Woodlands?
Oh no, I used to study there.
Oh, RP.
I studied in RP, but before that, I also was in Woodlands for Singapore Sports School.
Oh, interesting.
Wholesome uncle.
Wholesome uncle.
Gotta change it up a bit.
Is it like the Telegram group of the
The bus uncle. Yeah. He's the most wholesome uncle, man.
Honestly, if that uncle was supposed to be something, I would believe he was a Telegram uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle typing the joke every morning.
Yeah, sometimes I go last time when I was using bus and all that. This message comes out. I say it's some friend, maybe it's a friend like you're talking to a friend. Yo, walao, hey, what's happening? Okay.
Bus uncle.
Okay, we have issues with auntie.
No, we have issues with auntie, but we like bus uncle.
Yeah, correct. Don't slap bus uncles, guys.
Okay. All right. So, so we have, I have an auntie story. People rushing story. You have the
Bus uncle.
uncle.
Oh, you want to share about a horrible uncle that I've met?
What horrible?
One of the Karens that I mentioned in my previous job. It wasn't a Karen. I don't know what the male equivalent of a Karen was.
Kevin.
Oh, it's a Kevin.
Yeah, it's a Kevin.
Yo, my best
Are you
friend's named
sure?
Kevin.
Yeah.
My best friend's named Kevin. He's quite a nice guy. Okay, that's
We just
fine.
say male Karen.
The Maron.
The Maron.
So anyways, this Maron I met when I was working retail. It was the one and only retail job that I've ever done. And I swear to God, I hated it so much.
Why?
There was so many Karens and Marons. But this one particular one stood out to me the most because it just pissed me off. So it was around, I think December. It was around the launch of this new game machine called Pokemon Gaole. I don't know if y'all seen the original one. Is Pokemon Treta. It's basically like, do you know Animal Kaiser or any of these arcade? Okay, she knows.
Singaporean
It's
thing.
basically a little arcade game. Okay,
No Pakistani such thing.
so you put in money, you fight, and then you get like a card or
Oh,
some
like
sort
the
of
one on the
token.
malls, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the arcade.
Okay.
So there's one that was Pokemon Treta where you collect like a little chip and then you like fight Pokemon and stuff like that. And then the next version was being released last year November. It's called Pokemon Gaole. So during the Pokemon Treta release, which the retail shop that I worked at also like held, like they kept a few consoles. There was a big problem with like people hogging machines. Like they'll queue early in the morning before the shop opens. Once they open, they hog the machine. They'll stay there for hours and hours and hours on end and not let anyone try. But because there was no rules set in place, they couldn't, like the retail like workers couldn't do anything about it. And then a lot of people were complaining. So this time when they were releasing the new version, the Pokemon Gaole, we set a rule that every player gets a chance to play 2 games, and then if they want to play again, they have to re-queue. So everyone gets a chance, which I think makes sense, right? So it was like around middle of the day, like afternoon, maybe like 2-3 p.m. This little boy came on his own, and then he started queuing, and the queue was really, really long. It was like all the way from a storefront all the way to like almost into the toilet, kind of long. And he was very quiet, he was very sweet, he just like queued the entire time. And then all of a sudden, like this uncle, and he was like on a wheelchair.
Wheelchair?
He stood up because he was on a wheelchair, and then he was like scolding. Because he was on a wheelchair, we couldn't like move to the side to talk. So when he was lecturing me, right, he was lecturing me in the middle of the walkway too, and I was like, it's so awkward. But okay, anyways. So he came in and he was like, why are they queuing so long? Like, it was mostly in Chinese. So like, why my grandson queue for so long, and like there were like why he cannot play? Then I was like, oh, because blah blah blah. I explained like the rules of like how two games per player, and that like the queue is very long, plus one game can go up to like 10 to 15 minutes per one game. So like you tend to have to wait. And then can't remember exactly what I said specifically, but like basically he got pissed because he felt like it was unfair that we had to limit the games to two games per player.
Yeah.
And then I was explaining to him like it's not something I can control, it's up to like my management. I'm just here to enforce the rules, and that's it. And then he was like, I'm talking about logic, okay, 我在讲道理. Then he kept talking about how like, then he's like, I'm not blaming you, 我不是在讲你, okay? But then like then he kept lecturing me. He lectured me for about 15 minutes outside the storefront, like right in the middle of the entrance.
And you were so nice
the
to
middle
stand there to listen to him.
Yeah, and then I just stood there and just like
Okay.
like, cause I don't know what to say. Like, what do you? I already explained to you, and then you say you're not scolding me, but then you continue scolding me, and then like, and my manager was out for lunch at the time. She was like buying food, so I couldn't like go in. I'm like, hey, can you help me or something, you know? So like, yeah, that was like, and the boy was the sweetest little thing. Like, he was so polite, he was so sweet, and he was so quiet, and he was just like, cause normally when you work at like a store with like a lot of children, you tend to see a lot of like very obnoxious like kids. They will like run around and scream and shit. But he was so sweet. And I feel so bad for him because I knew that he was so embarrassed. Like, he was standing beside the uncle and he was like
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you met those kind of people,
Yeah.
very nice people, but they they peel your skin. But hello, how are you doing today?
Yeah, then it was like the middle of the corridor, right? So like people were walking around us, like walking, and then they go around us. And then like it was the entrance too, so they had to like that, then they like that.
You should become.
It's funnier that if he's scolding you, then you're looking down on him.
Yeah, it was so weird. And then everyone was staring at us, and I was like, shit, man, I want to go home. I don't want to be here.
It's so weird, like he's scolding you and then you're looking at him and then people just walking past.
Yeah, but it was so dumb because like honestly, right, like at that point of time, it was like I think the peak of the popularity of the game. So like people were queuing way before like the shop would even open. Like I come in like 30 minutes earlier just to like start opening and organizing everything. And even then, there's people already queuing. Like there's at least like 3-4 people already queuing in the queue. So if he were to like speak logic or whatever, logically, his grandson would never get a chance to play the machine if they came at 2 or 3 p.m. So I was like, bro, it's not logical, man. But
Right. Anyways, any of you have experienced the National Day before here in Singapore? Do you guys went there?
Every Singaporean, right, will go through the Primary 5 National Day thing where like every...
you have to go.
Yeah, you have to go.
Oh.
It's like a program for Primary 5 kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we like the primary 5 kids will attend like one of the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Oh. Malaysia also? You have to go for it?
No,
There's
no need.
no National Day. Have, right?
Have,
Have. Okay. Oh, okay. So any experiences from that? Recently you have seen, right?
Yeah, recently.
The crying guy.
Oh, the crying teacher. He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
teacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I must say that when I was watching that, when they say is hats off to the cameraman who go find this kind of people. Like,
Oh, there were so many people, right?
Many people, he go find this guy.
Yeah.
Quite interesting though.
But I saw a news, right? Apparently that same cameraman, right, shot someone who was photogenic, right, in 2015 also.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, these cameramen are very trained to
Yeah.
find.
Yeah.
They are very sharp eye, I guess, and this is what they do actually.
Do you think they like hold binoculars and just like scan the crowd before
The
thing
camera
happens?
is the binoculars,
true.
lah. Yeah. So I mean, because they in the live world it works this way that there are 10 cameras, then at the editor at that who was watching, who was
Pressing
managing the
the-
live, right? So he, whenever the camera he see on the screens, whatever nice shots, then he just turn to that camera, and when they turn to that camera, this cameraman's lights turns on to tell him that your camera is live now. So that's why they keep searching for the nice shots. And all.
But apparently, right, those cameramen will like shoot until someone who's pointing middle finger. All those things.
Oh, that one.
A lot of them, yeah, a lot of those kids.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
On live
entertaining.
TV some more.
maybe for the
Pointing
kids.
on the camera. or-
Yeah, pointing at the camera.
There was one very famous kid, right? with
Yeah. Well, that was when 20.
I don't
I
remember.
also don't remember,
But it was
but
a few years ago.
I've seen like a lot of like those.
I recently saw a
Clips
post
on
on
TikTok.
TikTok
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
that he becomes so big now already.
Yeah,
He's like a guy,
yeah.
a guy.
Then I was scrolling through Facebook just now, right? I saw this old post where he was getting scolded by his lecturer, like teacher at the time. Yeah.
Anyways, I went to the thing, National Day.
The thing.
Not now, but a couple of years back before COVID, and I was very impressed. I mean, it's amazing stuff. I mean, it really shows that how. That's why I think the guy was crying. It shows
The progress.
the progress and everything. I mean, it's amazing.
I was just thinking about like how everyone who wants to be famous or get their moment of fame will now every year a national day they will like get their eye drops ready and then they're like
Cry while pointing middle finger.
No, but not for the other people maybe, but for him it was natural.
Yeah,
It was a natural thing. So I mean, quite a nice movement there. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, guys. I think we will end this podcast here, but
We'll have a part 2.
we will have a part 2 for this. I think it's quite interesting. Please share with us, in the comment section about your experiences. We'll find you in the part 2 as well. So thank you so much. Actually, you are working, so don't need to thank them.
excuse me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
New night later. Then take care of yourself. We'll see you and continue this in the part 2. Bye bye.
Bye bye.